I was hoping this year I wouldn't buy any new watch. Actually, I was making a video about the watch that killed my last 4 new watches, when then it came along this one. This is the Nezumi Aviera by Nezumi Studios, the GMT and the version number 3. But is this really a new watch for me, or is it more of a continuation? Because if you already have seen my videos, I already have this watch, the first version, but now I sold it. This is the reference AA3 102, the black dial version. So a new watch or an evolution? Well, I skipped the version 2 because back in the day I didn't travel a lot, so an office or colors GMT made more sense. Now that I am traveling quite a bit, changing time zones, Flyers Travelers GMT comes in handy. Now, I wanted to compare side by side the version 1 and the version 3, but the version 1 got sold just a couple of days ago, so I made some video and now I am just putting the video together with the version 3 and throw some ideas and talk about some differences that I noticed so far. This is not a complete review, one is on the making. This is just a quick comparison between the two watches. The first thing is that both watches look very similar. Of course, the main changes is the glass. The newer version has a taller glass and a little bit sleeker bezel. It's only 39mm instead of 40 of the older version. But looking on the side, the difference is bigger because the metal is thinner in the new version, especially on the part of the bezel. As you can tell, in the version 1 it's taller. Now the clasp is on the fly adjustment in the new version, which is a nice addition. And when put in the wrist, they look very similar, only the glass, the reflection of the glass and the thinner bezel makes it a little bit more elegant, the new version, I think. But both they look very good from upside. But on the side, the new version is thinner, sleeker, less metal presence, and I think it looks quite better in comparison. They both look amazing, but the new one looks better for me. As you know, the NH34 is a colors GMT, so you can set the GMT with 1 hour increments clockwise, which is good for office use, for calling people from other parts of the world. And the new version is a Flyers or Travelers GMT, where you can set in the second position the hour hand independently from the GMT hand, which is great when you're traveling abroad and you are passing different time zones. It's great to keep track of one time, like your home, for instance. Now the use of the clasp is very easy. It's a longer clasp and you push the buttons, and inside you will have this push button that when pushing you will be able to move the clasp back and forth to adjust to your wrist size during the day, which is good for this watch, which is a bit heavy on the heavier side, although it's more balanced, it's better balanced. Now on the Lume department, both have astonishing lifetime, but the difference of the new version is that the GMT hand is fully lumed, which is great. With this skeletonized structure, this yellow color is very nice, and while it will not stand as long as the hour and the minute hand, you can still tell more or less what time is during a good portion of the night. So it's a very nice addition. I really like it because I always look for good lume in the watches, so it looks good. So having loomed is a nice detail that really pushed me to really get this version. In general, I would say the version 1 is a great office GMT. Really sturdy, good looking, great design. It's more on the toolish side than the other, but I mean by a very small margin. Good movement also. But this version is a little bit more refined, very useful when you travel across different time zones, and more elegant and better balanced than the older version. Well, in short, it really looks like the same watch, but there are some small differences and a bigger one. The big one, of course, the movement. The version 2 already had this movement. Taking that aside, only about the design, the thinner profile, the thinner bezel, the different glass, and the Lume hand, the Lume GMT hand. I think those are substantial changes that make, while very similar, a different watch, at least in my opinion, coming from the version 1. So really happy with the watch, with the changes, with the incremental changes that really bring more than they suggest. Of course, again, this is not a full review. I need to have more experience with the watch. I am going to travel with it, and I hope to have more comprehensive understanding of the watch. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate and hope to see you soon in another video. Take care.